Hello, this is Ravi Narayan from the Regional Institute of English. I'm a professor here. I was the chief coordinator for the 15-day professional development program in English that we conducted for teachers working in primary schools and teaching English from classes 1 to 5. This program was designed by the Regional Institute of English in consultation with the DRT. And we offered this training program in the year 2019-20 as well as 2020-21. We have trained about 1,000 teachers through this 15-day PDP in English. The main objectives of this program were to equip teachers with classroom activities that will help them in enhancing student learning, to explore a range of methods, techniques and materials that can be used to teach English in the primary classrooms, to empower teachers with necessary skills to use the target language effectively and meaningfully in classroom as well as in real life situations, to help teachers achieve the desired learning outcomes by following appropriate classroom practices and assessment methods, to contribute positively to their continuing professional development, and also to design activities and exploit a range of print, audiovisual and online resources for teaching English to young learners. So these were the main objectives with which the 15-day program was designed. And we had topics such as a few sessions on spoken English, where we talked about the importance of listening comprehension and the importance of classroom talk, what we call teacher talk, and then we also had a session on language functions. And we had some sessions on vocabulary development, where we had a lot of activities to improve students' vocabulary. And the next topic was foundational skill exploring reading. We had sessions on exploring pictures for reading and reading for comprehension, where we talked about the difference between reading aloud and silent reading, different techniques of reading such as skimming, scanning, and then we had a session on assessing reading. The next topic was teaching grammar. We mainly focused on 6 areas in grammar, namely naming words, describing words, action words, prepositions, tense simple present and present continuous. And the next topic was foundational skill developing writing skills. So we gave sufficient practice in handwriting for teachers, and then activities on improving student spelling, and then sentence construction skills, and some sessions on story writing and other forms of writing. The next topic was on teaching young learners, where we had discussions about understanding young learners and then presenting a prose lesson and teaching poetry, and then creating print-rich environment and using media in classroom teaching. And then we talked about learning outcomes and assessment. This was a very important session where teachers were introduced to the concept of learning outcomes. And we help teachers in designing activities based on learning outcomes. We help them in integrating learning outcomes with classroom processes and also with assessment practices. And the next topic was developing teachers' language proficiency. So the whole training was divided into 2 parts. First part was developing students' English language skills, developing students' vocabulary, grammar, and learning of English. The next part was developing teachers' English language proficiency. So we had a variety of tasks on improving teachers' listening skills, speaking skills, reading and writing skills, and then we had storytelling sessions, and then sessions on developing their debating skills. And the last topic was teacher professional development, where we discussed the importance of teachers' professional development. Right. One interesting thing about this training is that in addition to 15-day face-to-face training, we conducted an online follow-up for about 3 months. So every week we met teachers on one particular day. And that was like follow-up of the 15-day face-to-face training, where teachers had to make presentations for about 8 to 10 minutes. So in every online session, 6 to 8 teachers would get opportunities to make a presentation related to the topics that we have discussed. So teachers had to make presentations on vocabulary, and then designing grammar activities, listening, speaking activities. And teachers found both the face-to-face and online programs very useful. Here is the feedback received from some teachers. For example, one particular teacher said that it was an excellent training that I have ever received in my 13 years of service. I could learn spoken English as much as possible. I learned many activities that were beneficial for my students. It enriched my vocabulary as I was eager to learn spoken English. All the faculty members used to encourage us to learn English. So like this, we have received interesting feedback from all the teachers. And then on online follow-up sessions also, they said these online follow-up sessions helped us a lot in the sense that we didn't have a discontinuity of the training. And then one teacher said it was very useful. These follow-up sessions were designed very well. Because of these follow-up sessions, I'm able to recall those 15 days of input and continue to explore new ways of learning. It's like a reinforcement and a bridge in this teaching learning process. Right, so that's about the 15-day professional development program in English for primary school teachers. And I was also the coordinator for the district level resource team. We conducted a face-to-face orientation program for 6 days. So each district resource team had 6 members from the respective districts. There was one diet nodal officer from each district. Along with the nodal officer, there was a subject inspector, and wherever there is no subject inspector, we called one person from the CTE, College of Teacher Education. And then we had one BRP, one CRP, and one high school teacher, and one MRP of any RI training program, especially an MTIP MRP. So they attended an orientation program for 6 days where we introduced all the training programs we designed at RIE. So 15-day PDP was one such program. And on the last day, we gave them some tasks. Like one of the main tasks was to visit schools and see how teachers are implementing the ideas they received during their training programs at RAE. So each district resource team had to visit 5 schools this year, and then they had to interview the teacher, observe the classroom for about 40 minutes, and they also had to conduct a small test for children. And they would go back to diet, sit together and prepare a report and submit it to DSCRT as well as RAE. The DRT, District Resource Team, will come back to RAE for a 4-day follow-up session very soon. And that's when they'll make presentations on their school visits and share their reports. And we have other plans for the academic year 2024-25. So that's all from me. Thank you.